Annabelle's was sprang out of her pockets, elated to finally be useful, but Annabelle squished them down again. Don't you think I thought of that already? You heard William. The dungeon is impenetrable. There's no way for them to... Ow! One of the wets had bitten her, and now all three were scampering through her fingers, sniffing and searching the cell walls before they squeezed through 3 different cracks and disappeared. Wets always find a way. That's what makes them wets, said Professor Duffy, craning to see a crack in the wall that one of the rodents had squeezed into and spotting a golden gleam coming through. Nicola, what do you see in that hole? Nicola pressed it against the wall and pushed her eye to the crack. The first year propped at the hole with her from now, feeling the murderous stone crumble. Clearly the dungeons, like the rest of the run-down castle, hadn't been fortified or maintained. With the tip of her hair clip, Nicola pulled away more dust and stone, which widened the hole a smudge bigger, more light spearing through. I see sunlight and the slope of a hill. Sunlight? Hot scoffed. Nick, I know they do things differently in Wither World, but in our world, dungeons are below ground. Is that one of the perks of having a boyfriend? Having him explain things to me I already know, said Nicola acidly, squinting through the hole. Dungeons might be below ground, but we are right up against the side of the hill. It's the only explanation for why I can see the castle. She scraped away more dust with her clip. I see people too. Lots of people packed up here. They are looking up the blue tower. Must be watching Ryan. The king's voice echoed louder through the hall. For as long as you have lived, you have served the pen. No one knows who controls this plan or what it wants, and yet you worship it, praying it will write about you. But it never does. Thousands of years it has ruled these woods. What do you have to show for it? Each new story, it chooses someone else for glory. The educated, the children of that school, and leaves scrap for you, the hardworking, the invisible. You, the real stories of the endless woods. The crew could hear the people buzzing. Never talked that much when he was with us, Dot mused. Give a boy a stage, Annabelle quipped. Nicola, can you see the balcony where Ryan is? Duffy asked. Nicola shook her head. Professor Duffy turned to Hester. Have your demon chip at that hole? We need a view of the stage. Hester frowned. Maybe you can turn pumpkins into carriages, Professor, but if you think my demon can get us out by boring a tunnel through a wall. I didn't say get us out. I said chip at that hole. But if you prefer to doubt me while we lose our chance at its rescue, then by all means, Professor Duffy snapped it. Hester cursed under her breath as her demon tattoo swelled red on her neck, lifted clean off her skin, and flew towards the hole, jabbing its claws like pickaxes and gobbling grunty gibberish. Baba Yaga, Baba Yaga, Baba Yaga. Careful! Hester muttered. Your claw is still wounded from Nottingham. She froze, catching a black fur of movements through the hole. Her demon spotted it too and recoiled in fear, but it was already gone. What is it? Said Annabel. Hester bent forward, inspecting the hole in the stone. Looked like... But it couldn't have been, she thought. The snake's dead. Ryan killed him. We saw his body. Wait a second. Did you say rescue? Dot said, throwing to Dauphin. First of all, you heard William. There's no way out of this prison. Second, even if there was, and we summoned the Legion of 13 or anyone else, what would they do? Storm Camelot? Ryan has gas. He has the whole woods behind him. Who on the outside could possibly rescue us? I never said you'll be someone on the outside, said Professor Dauphin intensely. The whole crew looked at her. Sophie, said Hunt. Ryan needs Sophie, Gustin explained. Every king of Camelot needs a queen to consolidate his power, especially a king like Ryan, who is so new to the people. Meanwhile, the Queen of Camelot is as fond at a position as her counterparts. It's why Ryan took careful steps to ensure Sophie, a legend and beloved face across the woods, would be his queen. As the people see it, the best of good is marrying the best of evil, which raises Ryan above the politics of efforts and efforts and makes him a convincing leader to both. Plus, having Sophie as queen will calm any doubts about having a mysterious stranger as king. So now that king has his ring on Sophie's finger, he will do everything he can to keep her loyalty. But in the end, she's still on our side. Not necessarily, said Winner. The last time Sophie wore a boy's ring, it was Raffles, and she sided with him against the whole school and nearly killed us all. And now you want us to trust the same girl?